Hey there, welcome to the back channel. In today's episode, I want to talk about a concept that investors like to call the money round. Now, when you think about this concept or when you hear about this concept, it's really to make sure you understand the way VCs are evaluating your opportunity. You don't want to get stuck in this place where people question whether or not this could be the money round. Okay, so the reason I even thought about doing a back channel episode on this topic is that I got pitched by the founder of a men's wellness company. And in the pitch, he described his plan to launch 5 or 6 products and the ability to go to market with all 5 to 6 products on the raise that he was putting forth today. Now, I really loved the founder. I thought he had tons of energy and had a great commitment to a big vision. But when I thought about what he was trying to get done with the money that he was raising today, I really questioned whether or not he was underestimating all the complexities that he would have to go through in order to get to that stage, in order to launch the things that he said he was going to do. And because of that, I questioned whether or not this was actually the money round. Now, what does that mean, questioning the money round? Well, not everyone uses that terminology when they're discussing deals at venture capital firms. But here's how I think about it. There are a lot of times when, as a venture capitalist, they will see a founder that they like I described, and they will see a big vision that they also like I described. But it's a very early stage company, and there's still a lot to do. Now, when a founder pitches what they are going to do with whatever money they decide to raise, you need to believe that, one, that they're going to execute against it, and two, that if they hit the milestones that they describe, that it will actually result in a huge uptick of valuation in the next round that they raise, or of course, if they go completely profitable and gangbusters after that. If not, they will likely have to raise more capital in order to get to more milestones, in order to raise another round of capital at a much higher valuation step up. And if the thought gets into the VC's head that this round right now will just barely get them to a little bit more progress, then if they do raise the next round, it will only be at a light step up, not the 2 to 3x valuation that VCs love to see, in which case it would be better to invest at the next round. So the money round is this idea of the round that someone invests in immediately prior to a large step up, where you felt like you got the upswing of valuation and you got the most bang for your investment in terms of less dilution with capital in later. That's where you want to be. There's not only one money round in the lifespan of a successful venture-backed company that has a huge IPO, but what you want to do is make sure you avoid being in one of the rounds where it's not the money round, where your money went in to just barely get to the next round and you got diluted at a very little step up. Okay, so I've actually struggled with focus my entire life, which might be surprising to some people because I got good grades, went to good schools, got good jobs, but really I was able to get that far in spite of myself. It's been a struggle all my life, and that struggle really came to a head once I became an entrepreneur. At that point, there was too much going on. I couldn't overpower my lack of focus. So I tried a bunch of things, planning apps, coaching, but nothing really made a dent. And then I started hearing about this special productivity drink, Magic Mind, and was super skeptical. Honestly, it wasn't until a friend gifted me some that I became a believer. When you take a little bit of this stuff, it's hard to describe, but there's like this feeling of focus that just washes over you, where all of the things that normally distract you no longer do. And honestly, it's been a game changer for me. So I'm really excited because Magic Mind is sponsoring this podcast and offering up to 50% off your subscription if you sign up within 10 days of this airing. All you have to do is go to magicmind.co/funded or use funded as your promo code when you're checking out. Hope you guys try it out and that you like it as much as I do. So how do you combat that? I think that's where we want to get to is, when will a VC ever think you're not in the money round? Well, if you're not clearly defining milestones that you want to get to, one, and it's just kind of throwing money into an empty black hole, A VC will then try to decide exactly what you can do and honestly not think about you as a great operator, but they might think about where you're going to get to. And if they come up to an answer that doesn't sound great, then to them, this might not be the money round. They should just wait. They might have to pay a little bit higher price, but the exchange of risk versus reward is not going to be there for this round. They'd rather pay a higher price and de-risk the investment a little bit. Second thing that you have to be aware of and do better at is any milestones that you do decide that you're going to hit, you have to confidently show them that you're going to hit those milestones. And those milestones better represent a company in the future that will definitely be able to raise the next round. That's one of the concepts you have to be very good at when it comes to fundraising, deciding how much money you want to raise to get to a milestone and knowing the milestones, the next milestones that you'll need to hit in order to raise your next round of capital. If you can clearly define that, you can show that that money is going to go to good use and that you are in a money round right now opportunity and that they need to invest today. Okay. So that's the idea of the money round. Make sure that people feel like there's going to be a big step up in the next round that you raise and go out there and get it done. Okay. That's this episode of the Back Channel. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.